Good evening, my fellow citizens. This government, as promised, has maintained the closest surveillance of the Soviet military buildup on the island of Cuba. Within the past week, unmistakable evidence has established the fact that a series of offensive missile sites is now in preparation on that imprisoned island. The purpose of these bases can be none other than to provide a nuclear strike capability against the Western Hemisphere. Only last Thursday, as evidence of this rapid offensive buildup was already in my hand, Soviet Foreign Minister Gromyko told me in my office that he was instructed to make it clear, as he said his government had already done, that Soviet assistance to Cuba, and I quote, pursued solely the purpose of contributing to the defense capabilities of Cuba, unquote. That, and I quote him, as a specialist of Cuban nationals in handling defensive armaments was by no means offensive. Otherwise, Mr. Gromyko went on, the Soviet government would never become involved in rendering such assistance, unquote. That statement also. Acting therefore in the defense of our own and of the entire Western Hemisphere, and under the authority entrusted to me by the Constitution, as endorsed by the resolution of the Congress, I have directed that the following be taken immediately. This offensive buildup, a strict quarantine on all offensive military equipment under shipment to Cuba is being initiated. All ships of any kind bound from whatever nation or port will, if found to contain cargoes of offensive weapons, be turned back. It shall be the policy of this nation to regard any nuclear missile from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere as an attack by the Soviet Union on the United States, requiring a full retaliatory response upon the Soviet Union. I call upon Chairman Khrushchev to halt and eliminate this clandestine, reckless, and provocative threat to world peace and to stable relations between our two nations. I call upon him for of world domination and to join in an historic effort of perilous arms race and to transform the history of man. Our goal is not the victory of might, but the vindication of right. Peace at the expense of freedom, but both peace and here in this hemisphere, and we hope around the world. God willing, that goal will be achieved.
Has sent a message to President Kennedy has ordered the dismantling of weapons in Cuba, as well as their crating and return to the Soviet Union.
o por lo menos un ataque. Parecía inminente que se produjera un ataque. Digo, si Cuba, pienso, desgraciadamente se desata esta guerra, nosotros vamos a desaparecer.
Robert Kennedy vino a verme, señor embajador. La situación es muy tensa. Sus misiles acaban de derribar nuestro avión. Nuestros generales exigen que contraataquemos. Si iniciamos un bombardeo, ustedes no responderán.
Cuando triunfó la revolución fue un ejemplo de orden. No hubo saqueo, no hubo gente arrastrada por las calles en otros lugares, no hubo asesinatos, un orden perfecto.
En medio de este orden perfecto se acusó a más de 500 miembros del antiguo régimen de cometer crímenes. Fueron juzgados